I'm Dion Reid, the Chief Executive Officer of the Women's Work charity based here in Derby. Women's Work started in 2003 as a single project just to support street sex workers, but since then, over the last 6 years, the project has become an organisation really, and Women's Work now really is an umbrella agency that holds 4 individual projects that really looks at addressing the needs of women holistically and their families.
Hi, I'm Claire. I'm just about to start the outreach session, which basically we do 3 times a week, and we drive around Derby and we speak to the street sex workers. We hand them condoms, a hot drink, some sweets and some general information on sexual health, or see if they want to come to the drop-in and have any one-to-one time with us.
I was on drugs, so I lived on the streets, really thin, anorexic. Through outreach, stopped me one day and gave me a hot drink and that, and told me where it was to come down and they helped me and got me some clothes and made me feel better, and basically they've been helping me since then.
We're in the kitchen at the moment at the chapel, where we hold a drop-in twice a week for the vulnerable women, where they can come and access for support, get something to eat really, have a shower, talk to us about any of the issues that have happened. There's success story every day really, no matter how small it may be, but there are successes every day. One lady who had, she had mental health illness and she was using substances, crack and heroin. She was on the street, she had abscesses on her leg, both legs actually, like you've never seen, and all the professionals are saying if she doesn't get help she's going to die. And people basically just left her by the wayside because she was one of these really complex cases. She did manage to get a section under the Mental Health Act, and she's gone from strength to strength. She's come weaned off of methadone, so she no longer takes methadone or any drugs at all. I mean, if you saw her now, she's just, you wouldn't even look at her on the street. You just think, you wouldn't know the journey that she's been on. You just wouldn't by looking at her.
My role as a counsellor here is very much to help women with whatever difficulties they've got. The reason I'm so passionate about my work here is I've never worked in an agency which offers the service users so many different ways of support.
I was finishing near towards the end of my probation sentence, and I was having loads of problems with getting to appointments, domestic violence, depression, basically doctors. I was basically having problems with loads of getting anything done, and I got referred to Turnaround Project, and they've just basically helped me with everything that I needed helping with.
My name's Debbie Turner. I'm the project coordinator for the Turnaround Project, which is the Criminal Justice Service project. I'm based part of the week here at Charlton Street and part of the week in HMP Foston Hall. We offer support for women in the community who are on probation orders or community orders or at risk of offending, and then I go into the prison and support women who have actually got custodial sentences. While women are in custody, we go into the prison and see the women on a one-to-one basis, basically dealing with any of their needs. Sometimes it's just a cup of tea and a chat, and other times we deal with issues of housing, the family, education, drug misuse, etc. I love my job. I get a lot of fulfilment from seeing women just making the smallest bit of progress is often a big step for them, and it's very rewarding. Hopefully, with the introduction of this project, the women now have somewhere where they can go for support when they first come out of prison, or again if they're vulnerable in any way.
People here, they've got a better understanding. They're not going to judge you if you've got drug or alcohol issues or mental health issues. They're just basically here to help you to be able to go to your appointments and not feel like you're on your own.
I think that Women's Work can help support ladies to increase their self-esteem and their confidence, and then we can help them to attend appointments, to access benefits, to access accommodation, and just to, probably at the beginning provide more support for them, and then once they feel more confident, then they're able to do more things for themselves. If you can help support someone and you can see where you can see the benefits, just gives you great job satisfaction.
I started coming to women's work because at the time I was a heroin and crack user. Got me back into education. I'm doing my maths and English, and they've done a lot for my children. I can bring them to the groups and that, and there's a creche, so that's bringing my children on well.
My name's Carol Peters and I'm the Family Support Coordinator on the Link Work project. Every family and individual we work with is an individual and they all have individual needs. So we take people to Derby Advice, Citizens Advice Bureau. We make sure that all the benefits are being claimed for, that they're entitled to. We take people and refer them to the drug clinics such as Bradshaw or Phoenix. The big thing that I think is important, most of the people I have worked with, is the confidence and self-esteem, because they have become socially excluded and it's very difficult. I asked them to come to the coffee mornings, which have been a huge success, and gradually then people have had the confidence to let the children come and use the creche, and they've had the confidence to go and do some English and maths classes. And lots of them have never been in a school in that kind of environment since they left school and had a really bad experience. So I think we're covering every aspect, whatever their individual needs and action plan is, that's what we focus on.
We work with all kinds of families. We work with grandparents, single mothers, fathers, young mothers, older mothers. A success to me could be anything from a mother getting a child into nursery, which they've been fearing, or it could be that they're abstaining from using drugs and alcohol for long periods of time. When we get fathers engaged into the programme, I think that's a good success, just to get them on board and hands-on with the children. I think it's brilliant.
They've helped me 100%, and if it weren't for them I probably wouldn't be here.
Just really helped my life.
We're there at the forefront really, bringing in new initiatives, delivering great services and really just consolidating what we've delivered and built over the years, and just to make sure that we're still here for those families that are going to need us in the future.